I hope I didn't squish him. That's all right. See you later.
Robbery, yes. Like premises, gas station.
Like you're the school dunce, this thing talks to you.
Weapon, knife, assault, yes.
I'd ask it to answer.
Well, let me put the dates in and complete the profile.
All right, put the dates in and then let's go before I punch this thing in its face.
With all the tedious man hours we're being saved, and yet you threaten this machine.
Yeah, these three are on the money for the time frame. Plus the description fits his ugly mug.
Yeah, this with the weak description on the guy is the right M.O. Plus a woman behind the wheel.
Saying the woman's that idiot Moro's cracked out wife.
We got 3/5 impossible for this guy robbing gas station attendants with a knife.
You cannot imagine what a doofus the husband is of the woman that is this guy's accomplice. After 4.5 months that she's locked up in the guest room of their house smoking crack with this guy that returns periodically throwing proceeds from gas stations into his face and probably brandishing a bloody knife in his other hand, the husband's suspicions become aroused.
Oh, boy, do we luck out. Our system just went down.
Hey.
Hey, corrupted file? Oof, you lucked out.
Got a second?
Yeah, sure.
You need me to?
That's right.
Corrupted files. Makes everything sound so dramatic. What's going on?
Darla at Freddy's Diner. I got in restitution for her on 2 bad checks, and I stopped on my way to work to give her the money. I'm about to leave across the street. I know I saw that Harry Denby.
The narcotics task force guy.
The guy with him had sunglasses on, and his collar was up. But I think it was Jill's ex-husband.
Not dead.
Yeah, I let Jill use my place to meet him, and that prick stole Bobby's ring. The body in that dumpster had Bobby's ring on. How's it not gonna be him?
Denby took you to the body?
And he said it was Don. I mean, if the job was putting him under deep cover...
If you reached out to Denby, would he tell you the truth?
He'd try to screw me and get me to drink with him. Everything else is a question.
Did he see you this morning?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying anything to Jill is one thing.
No.
We shouldn't say anything to her till we know what's going on.
Now reach out to Denby.
I'll give it a little while. See if he reaches out to me. Thanks, Andy.
Sure. Had to do with Bobby, one of his possessions.
I see.
Yeah, that's what she was discussing.
Thanks a lot.
Sure.
So, you want to go check out these gas stations?
Yeah, let's go check them out.
I had a question in my mind if I'm being bilked.
I'm Diane Russell. Can I help you?
My house is being repaired. I was just concerned if everything was kosher, or I'm being a damn fool.
I see. This is my partner, Jill Kirkendall.
Yeah, Timothy O'Leary.
How do you do?
Why don't we talk in the coffee room?
Just this past week, I laid out 18,000 of those fellas.
All right. We'll get all your information.
My son used to do for the house, but then he's moved away to Palo Alto, and I'm worried I'm being a dupe.
Everyone's a dupe sometime or other, Tim.
Don't tip me 10 cents. I'm a bit of full service.
There. You talk.
Hey, city detectives, are you Ishmael Patel?
With 80% severed tendon, because I don't want to be safe behind plastic glass, because this is how I am rich.
Anyways, Mr. Patel, we'd like to show you some photos and see if you recognize anyone.
For who robs and stabs me? For my 80% severed tendon? For my genius boss with full service concept?
Brother.
Here, look at the photos, Mr. Patel. Recognize someone, you need to tell us from where.
Or what? You're gonna hang me by my feet and beat me with a bamboo cane?
Don't put ideas in our head.
There you go now, have a good look.
Knife cutting, pig-faced bastard!
Hey, easy, easy.
Filthy bastard! And damn it!
Well, I'm taking that for him robbing and cutting you, Mr. Patel. Here, how about any of these?
For driving car. Big nose, screaming bitch woman!
For a guy with a temper, he's got some good recall.
Ask him why he cuts my hand. When I give him my money, why he cuts my hand then? Why? drive him away.
Okay, Mr. Patel.
He hurt my hand so bad. Hurt them too for me.
Odds on it's those Scottish gypsy hustlers.
Travelers. I want them out of the precinct.
How about out of the state?
You'd like to get him pulling the scam on video.
Put him on the witness stand, the old man, and get picked apart.
They're going by his house for more money this afternoon.
Buy materials to fix all the leakage problems in the basement.
Put in a call to Taro. See if they can set up video on time.
Sure.
And if you don't call her up, maybe these guys need to hear how pretty Pittsburgh is in spring.
Oh, yes, just I don't know if I could pass for Tim's niece.
No, I got it.
Detective Russell?
I'll call Tara.
Detective Denby.
Hi. Is that right? Just popped into your head. I've been okay?
Yeah.
I said I'm okay, Denby. It's your dime. Am I supposed to entertain you? No. That doesn't sound like fun to me. Look, how about we start with me taking 3 minutes lost time, and I'll talk to you in front of the station house. Yeah. All right. These are the strangest events I have ever been associated with.
Easy, Sonia.
Yeah, our sprinklers go off when people tell whoppers.
I cannot believe you let these assholes in.
That's the price you pay for consorting with the non-convict element, Joe.
I have no idea what all that pipe paraphernalia is.
Hank, this one goes in a pokey.
Sure.
We'll consult on your language, Joey, as soon as it won't make a spectacle.
And remember I told you to take a douche.
And where am I supposed to go?
I should take Julie Andrews into interview 3 while I take a leak.
I never pretended I was Julie Andrews.
Well, you sure had me fooled.
Come on, Sonia. Confide in me who Julie Andrews is.
Hey, got a minute? Why don't you close the door? I need a solid, Baldwin.
Sure.
I'm going to be talking to a guy on the street who's on the job. His name's Harry Denby. And after we're done talking, I need him followed.
All right.
No way you get hurt on this, Baldwin.
I know you wouldn't put me there.
He'd recognize anyone else.
Bet.
If you see him with this guy, his hair would be red now. If Denby meets him, I want you to call me.
I need to know who this is.
I'd rather not say.
Tell me when to be outside.
Yeah, I'll let you know. Thanks a lot, Baldwin.
Open.
Joey first. That hatchet-faced broad got to be 15 years older than him.
Think there's something to that?
Maybe he's a mama's boy. Maybe Dad didn't understand. Maybe I'll go at him like that.
This is bogus. What, Joey, the room? Nothing. Nothing's bogus to Joey. To Joe, it's all very real.
Yeah. Try throwing me off.
Go ahead, Joe. Leap up on the table.
Calling me a monkey. Trying to break me down.
How about the roof? You want us to throw you off that?
I stand a beating, Buster. You can count on that in spades.
Who beat you, Joe? Huh? How good do you remember it? Because I found as time goes by that we think that we stood him better than we did. Pissing ourselves, crapping our pants, crying and begging him to stop. All that stuff goes hazy.
Don't confuse me with someone you're talking about.
Having trouble concentrating.
Joey, sit down. Hey, can you explain cutting all those people after they gave you their money? Because that's what my partner's so upset about.
Well, your partner, he's got a sadistic streak of sadism.
Oh, sure. Make me the issue, Joey. You inch dick. You know that poor nitwit that you cut? You don't get to use that hand again. And being a towelhead makes it a hate crime. But you cry to yourself about me.
You don't hear me crying.
Joey, just what you did without extenuation, the hate crime aspect, that gives you 25. Without no extenuating circumstance.
Like you would look for those.
Why, what do you got? You got something on the cutting motive?
Oh, here we go. Here we go now with the extenuating circumstances.
You know that you're a sick, sadistic bastard?
Hey, don't talk to me, pal. Don't waste your time with me. You cry on his shoulder. Boo-hoo-hoo with my extenuation and my poor troubles as a toddler.
You ever get burned, asshole?
Don't you call me asshole, or I'll beat you till you beg to die.
You'd have your father burn you with lit cigarettes up and down your back?
Is that what happened to you?
Oh, that definitely justifies him robbing 6 gas stations that we know about.
You ever have an addictive drug habit?
I was a hope to die drunk for 20 years, you little twerp, and I held an honest job. It's gonna justify robberies behind a drug habit.
Shut up, all right? Shut up and leave me alone.
I'm trying to figure the cutting.
You don't know nothing. You don't understand nothing. Not even the difference between crack and booze.
I understand robbery behind a crack habit, but call me stupid because I don't understand the cutting.
Here. Here.
Easy, Joey.
He burned me and he cut me, all right?
All right, Joey.
And I'm an American citizen, all right? You sick, sadistic bastard!
What's going on, Denby?
I like to think of this as our spot.
Boy, you don't let a day go by.
Referring to what? I don't let a day go by.
To you looking bagged.
Ah, well, a day misloaded is a day wasted.
Why'd you call me?
Had the sudden urge. I don't do good resisting those.
Now what?
No? I asked you how you been, what you been up to.
Pass.
Okay. I asked, was that you across the street this morning at Freddy's?
Yeah, I was at Freddy's. You were across the street?
Yeah, I saw you from across the street.
Is that when you got the sudden impulse?
That's what brought it on.
Denby, you know how stupid this conversation is?
I liked it when you watched me drink.
You should work on being embarrassed.
If you were drawing up a list, though, wouldn't you put that pretty low?
I'm not watching you drink.
And drinking with me, I guess that's still out of the question.
You're a self-centered prick.
And before my slowness to shame, my self-centeredness, things you'd like me to work on.
Don't do anything for me, Denby. Don't even move if a car comes. What an asshole.
Coffee?
No, thanks.
Thanks, Denny.
Oh, certainly. May I feed your fish?
Be careful. What do you want?
He knows I saw him, Andy. Puts a clown suit on, acts like all he wants to do is drink with me.
Was he drunk?
I don't think he was. Made a big show putting a mint in his mouth. He used to love breathing booze in my face. If Don's alive and Denby's got him undercover, why wouldn't Denby cop to that?
Maybe the other guy turned Denby.
Saying Denby's working with Don?
It's been known to happen.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. What's the matter? Oh, this prick, this jerk. Who? You know, Ronnie Croyson from the highway? No. Stops my cousin Corey for speeding. When my cousin says she's got family on the job, Croyson says it's already written up. What a jerk. Complete dickhead.
Unbelievable.
Anyways, Baldwin's following him.
This is gonna be something, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable keeping Sorensen out of it.
I'll tell Danny. I'll tell him right now.
Yeah, because I'm not comfortable excluding him.
It's too soon to tell Joe.
Duh.
Caught
Doing what?
not drinking coffee. And being we're in the neighborhood, before when you brought me coffee, I'd specifically not asked for that. Ah, there, I'm done on that subject.
When Jill's ex-husband was jammed, Danny, I got halfway involved trying to help Jill steer through.
What you're supposed to.
Well, I got involved with that task force asshole, Denby, and letting Jill use my place to see Don. It was a mess, and there was no point handing you a bag telling you about it.
So was the story right that he jumped protection?
Actually, it looked like Don got murdered, shaking down these scumbag dealers he was working for. But that didn't circulate, protecting Jill's kids.
Also, the right thing to do.
Now, though, Danny, it looks like maybe this Denby that verified Don died, he doesn't have to be telling the truth.
But the job has got Don under?
Unless Don's got Denby there.
Does Jill know?
No, Jill doesn't know. I mean, I can't imagine she'd know.
No, absolutely.
Anyways, this is going somewhere, Danny, and neither me or Andy wanted to keep it from you.
We'd always be leaving our desks. Explain the context to me of your earlier explanation, your previous conversation.
So should we go talk to this cracked out Skelly Sonia, or do you want to linger a while breaking my balls?
After you.
I'm a mother with children. What is going on here?
Have a seat, Sonia.
Never been in a police station before. Had my honeymoon in Bangkok.
Bangkok. No kidding.
Is this the Mutt? Al the Mutt? Did Al the Mutt call the SPCA?
Yes, Sonia. And we at the dog pound would like you to know you being a mother with children and all the places that you vacation before you became a skelly, strung-out crackhead running with some scumbag at Rob's gas stations holds no interest for us.
He's out of his mind.
Sonia, these are gas station attendants that your boyfriend Joey Fika robbed and cut over this past month.
Joseph Fika stays at our house to get back on his feet in the outside world.
This being the house that Al the Mutt paid for and lives down the hall in, while you and Joey smoke crack with the towels laid out at the bottom of the door in the guest room.
I have no idea what Joseph Fika does in the outside world when he leaves the house.
Sonia, a gas station attendant picked out a woman in the car.
You're her.
It was mistaken identity.
Well, maybe Joey forced you, Sonia. Maybe you were in that car against your will.
Don't talk about my will. Everything is against my will right now. I'm in a nightmare hallucination.
Yeah? That must be rough.
My whole last period of time has been a horrible downhill fantasy.
Maybe you put the brakes on, giving us Joey.
Maybe he made threats against your children to force you or the like.
I don't know if I can quit.
Hey, stupid. Joey is a collar no matter what. He is out as a source regardless. You might as well give him up.
All right. I'll describe his activities. And you'll support me on this? He threatened the kids?
Did I hear John saying Harry Denby was calling you?
Yeah.
What's that about?
Oh, about Denby having a wrong idea based on thinking with his dick.
Just called out of the blue to hit on you. That's a name I can live without hearing again.
How you doing with that, Jill? With Don?
What do you mean?
You know, adjusting.
You know. It's a big adjustment. You know how it was with Bobby.
Absolutely.
Not that I'm saying Don and I had the same relationship.
No, I understand.
Hanlon went to stay with the kids. That they shouldn't expect to see him again. But not saying exactly what's gone on. It's a real big adjustment.
Anyways.
Thanks for asking.
Sure. So the leak in the roof is fixed.
Yeah, the roof is completely fixed.
And the wiring?
And the wiring.
But now the basement needs sealing?
So many questions.
I'm just so grateful to you for taking care of Uncle Tim. He told me you said the house could have caught on fire.
Whole place engulfed in flames within 15 minutes. You never told me you had such a beautiful niece.
Terrible. But after this, everything should be okay.
I think so. I think the house is in pretty good shape besides those things we fixed.
Right here. This is the problem.
Oh, boy. Wow, look at that.
Is it bad?
Your foundation is porous also, Mr. O'Leary.
What does that mean?
It's like upstairs. It's allowing water, and if it goes unchecked, it can saturate your whole substructure.
His whole substructure?
And that's not good. Yeah, I mean, I've seen people let something like this go because they think it's just little water seepage. Then 6 months down the line, they have to have the entire house raised up on blocks and a new foundation put in. And I'm not even going to tell you what that costs.
Oh, Uncle Tim.
Yeah, it's a good thing we caught this for you, Mr. O'Leary.
So what's the next step?
Same drill. We need more supplies.
And this is in addition to this check I'm just giving you.
Hey, then we'll get right on it.
I'm so glad you came into my Uncle Tim's life.
How about dinner and a movie and we'll call it even?
He's terrible.
You want us to get in front with you on this?
Oh, what a snub. We're okay. You just be back up. Please, my friend, I think we got a problem.
I just made a delivery, buddy.
It's your name!
Hey! Police, freeze! Get down on your knees.
You want more, my friend? Because I got more for you if you need it. You all right?
I'm good, thanks. Gary Laird, is it? Or do you prefer Vince Murphy, Pat Vaughn, or Paul Finley?
Gary's fine.
Well, it looks like you've made it a whole calendar year, Gary, without getting popped for a con.
That's in the past. I'm a legitimate repair specialist now. And I'd like to know what my cousin and I have got popped for.
For falling off the wagon, Gary. You and your cousin went bastard again.
You ran a game on Tim O'Leary to the tune of $18,000.
My cousin and I provided him legitimate services that we were paid for.
Actually, Gary, a city building inspector said no real repair work was done on Mr. O'Leary's house.
Says all you did was silver spray paint his roof and wiring.
I'm sorry, Mr. O'Leary's unhappy with the work.
Squeezing water on the floor to make it look like a leak? I got that on videotape.
Maybe Mr. O'Leary and I should meet and we can come to an agreement adjusting the price down.
Yeah, why don't you adjust it down to full restitution and you and your cousin get on a bus?
There were legitimate costs of materials in that $18,000.
Oh, why don't you throw the spray paint in for goodwill?
I can be back with the cash in a half hour. My cousin will stay for good pay.
I don't, is there the smallest chance under this enormous, unfamiliar pressure, Gary, you might leave your cousin hanging by his thumbs?
Why don't we spare you testing your family loyalty? Have one of the other scumbags you work with deliver the money.
We can do it that way, too.
Oh, good. The ostrich.
My suspicions were borne out.
Come on in, Mr. Moore.
And cars could be more than a passing fad. He's suspecting that, too.
You spoke with your wife.
Got no appetite. I brought her different sandwiches.
You left them with the guards?
They said they'd keep an eye on them.
Yeah. I wouldn't give them sandwiches another thought.
Did you get your wife a lawyer, Mr. Moore?
Hey, he's coming to the arraignment tomorrow morning.
Good.
Although I was wondering, don't you think the judge may toss the charges? Is Sonia being held in duress?
The judiciary, who knows?
Duress how, Al? In what sense, duress?
He threatened the children, the speaker. That's why she had to comply.
Al of Al's Body Repair.
Anyways.
Because I know you look long and hard at life, Al. I'm going to explain to you that sometimes us Crime Stoppers suggest to the perpetrator some bogus excuse they can use for why they did their crime, just to get them to say that they did it. Then we let the DA take the excuse apart in court, and all they're left with is their confession.
What's the connection to Sonia?
What's the connection, Al?
With this scumbag ex-convict she got involved with from the goodness of her heart, threatening the children so she'd have to smoke drugs with him and rob that gas station, and the judge tossing the charges out.
I'm saying with the DA, you want to keep your legal representation.
Even with the case looking good?
Yeah. You want to keep all your powder dry.
Well, thank God I've got the means. Money's not a problem.
Yeah, swell.
Anyways, Mr. Morrow, probably get home to the kids.
I'll tell you, I could have wound up today feeling good and guilty, Sonia in the cell. I could have felt like a real homewrecker.
He's married to her, Andy.
Loved one or not, time comes you face the truth about people.
How's it going, Baldwin?
Where you been?
Yeah, I was on lost time.
How we doing there?
They'll make restitution, those scummers.
You should have seen your partner on the street.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I employed my anchor takedown on one of these scummers.
Yeah, huh? Anyways, you got a minute?
Sure.
I just assumed not talking to Annie's prying eyes.
Any prying these eyes were capable of ended several years ago, pal.
The owl has left the building.
I really need to get upstairs.
What's Metaboy's anchor takedown, Joe? Where he wraps his arms around some skell's waist and holds on for dear life?
I'm taking the fifth.
Certain circumstances, exhaust the fleeing perpetrator happens to be very effective technique.
Someone looking to score to wait outside that Citibank over on Ludlow. Bob Denby going in.
How many times did he go in, Baldwin?
Met two different guys at the Netta, went to the Citibank each time afterward.
Someone should wait outside that Citibank and bop him. About that asshole.
Denby met him 20 minutes ago around the corner from Freddy's. That one gave Denby a Gristedes bag. Denby bought a bunch of scratch 'em lottery tickets and scratched them on this guy's back. Then they split up.
Couple criminal masterminds.
I guess it's a pretty complicated situation where you can't explain what this was about.
You know, this guy... It's pretty complicated.
That one's got some ugly dye job.
You don't think half-assed blonde red is his natural color? Anyways, thanks ever so much, Baldwin.
You're welcome.
Thanks a lot.
You mind leaving first?
Sure. Anyways.
Couldn't help your cousin?
No, his buddy at Highway couldn't help. You mind staying for the restitution? Yeah, I got it.
I gotta go home.
Sure, you go ahead, Joe.
I can work it with Diane.
Thanks, Greg. 15, Spud.
Night, Jill.
Night.
Night, Joe. Take care.
I couldn't for a couple hours. Some of us still work our jobs, asshole. Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. I can't wait.
Let's hear about it, tough guy.
Are you all right?
Yeah. Thanks, John.
Summarizing, Diane, in a nutshell, can we say about life? It becomes more tawdry, dangerous, filled with more stupidity. Our eyes go, faculties in general decline. We keep an interest in sex, but we begin to shoot blanks. What we cannot say, Diane, is that life gets less interesting. We can't say that and look at ourselves in the face as honest men and women.